Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 2010 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Now it's got 1060 horsepower, 889 pounds-feet of torque, and the car weighs 4,130 pounds, and it can do 0 to 60 in 4.306 seconds, 0 to 107.873 seconds, and it will go into a top speed of 233 miles an hour. So yeah, quite a powerful car, far more powerful than it was originally. We're talking about 5 times the power, or thereabouts, and yeah, but it also weighs a fair bit. It's still rear wheel drive, it never really handled when it was stock, and yeah, obviously it's dealing with far more power, as well as the rain and puddles, so yeah, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one, and it's certainly going to be interesting to see where this will come on the leaderboard. It's certainly not going to be, you know, competing for the top of the leaderboard, but it'll be interesting to see where it comes around the bottom, which is where I'm fully expecting it to come. But yeah, what it will do compared to the likes of the Abarth and the BMW Isetta, which are both at the bottom, I don't know, but they were, the Isetta at least was a bit of a surprise, but you know, you never know with cars like this, it could do better or worse than you ever think. So yeah, the only thing we can do is take it out there and see what it can do, so let's get out there. So yeah, giving it the all police lights and stuff. Certainly not going to make it go any faster, but it does look cool at least. And one of the biggest problems I have with this car stock is the gearbox, as you will see, because it's got quite long gears, and it's automatic as well. Doing 98 mile an hour in second gear is really rather quite high. And there's the weight, like I was talking about. It's not really going to affect the acceleration, but it is going to affect how well we go around corners, how well we brake, and generally how well we deal with the power itself. There's still a lot of weight on those springs and suspension, etc., which are pretty archaic, to be honest, for a car from 2010. But the age-old design, this it really wasn't updated all that often. A lot of roll in the body there. Certainly not the slowest down that straight, but hardly the fastest. 1 minute 33.772 seconds for our first lap, which isn't all that bad actually, and has actually beaten the likes of the Abarth 595 at least, but still slightly behind that Isetta, but I imagine we will beat that car, because this is at least a car that was used to some level of power, and not, you know, 13 horsepower. So, you know, more than 1,000 horsepower is well out of what it had originally. It's, you know, not a massive more amount considering how much power it had originally, whereas the Isetta obviously had 13 horsepower originally and then had nearly 700, which is obviously a much bigger difference. Oh dear, really is rather struggling with that power into those rear wheels. This car didn't even really handle when stock, but thanks to the weight and the fact it had less than 300 horsepower and that automatic gearbox, you never really got to the limit of this car's handling in stock form. But here, we certainly are. But there we go, 132.414, which means we have beaten the Isetta. Oh dear. I'm actually going to rewind that because I was distracted by looking at the leaderboard. Not the car's fault, entirely mine. really does like to get that tail out. It surprises me that police in the US ever use these kind of things, quite frankly. Especially considering, you know, the kinds of things they're asked to deal with. In a chase situation, and stop one of these would be a bit of a handful. But luckily we're not having to do such a thing today. I'm just trying to get it around this course. Quicker down that straight that time round. And there we go, 1 minute 30.410. Pretty big improvement there. See if we can continue that trend with the second to last lap. You know what? This guy is far more controlled than I was expecting it to be. And far faster as well. 1 minute 28.646 seconds there. Another sizable improvement over the previous lap, so let's try and once again improve on that. Well, no improvement that time round, but 1 minute 28.646 is far faster than I was ever expecting it to be. And yeah, it's beaten the likes of the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia, the Volkswagen Touareg, the Beetle, the Audi Q7 V12 TDI, the Dodge Shelby Omni, the Lamborghini LM W02, and of course the Isetta and 595. But the fact that it's beaten a couple of all-wheel drive SUVs that are just as modern as this is yeah, pretty good. Obviously it's lighter than both of those cars, and it had more power than those cars, but they also had more torque and all-wheel drive systems to go with it. So yeah, I am surprised that this car beat both of them, and I'm also surprised by how controllable it was, being a rear-wheel drive, you know, car that really didn't have any handling stock, as well as, you know, dealing with the rain and still having plenty of weight. Yeah, it was far better than I was expecting it to be. Maybe the automatic gearbox and the weight held you know, some of the power back, so it was, you know, not going through those rear wheels as, you know, as much. Certainly that automatic gearbox will have been doing that, because yeah, it really doesn't you know, have the best gearing. Never did it even stock, and that's one of the biggest problems I had with the car when stock. The gears were just far too long, and it was, yeah, just didn't make the most of the power, and maybe that's what happened here. But nonetheless, a solid vehicle, and yeah, a big surprise in terms of how quick it was, going straight into 9th place. Actually, 646. It's actually gone into 8th place. It's also beaten the Chevrolet Fleetline Special. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's a pretty solid showing for a vehicle that had plenty of issues and low expectations going into this episode. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.